Time Zones, your book review podcast. Enjoy.
Hey people, this is Renee,
Talisha,
and Bridget.
This is episode 20, guys. We're episode 20. We 20 of Same Book Three Time Zones. And wow, the month of September, we chose the book Getting Even by Danesha Little.
Woo, child.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Let's get into it.
Y'all, so none of us read her before. And where I come across her name, I think I was watching, if I'm not mistaken, it was something with Indie Love. She does things for indie authors, and she has her platform. And I believe it was something that she had done on Facebook, like a live, and that's how I came across Danesha Little. I've never heard of her before, but then I started, hearing about the story they were talking about. I think it was like Unapologetically Me or something, and then Get It Even came out, and I kept seeing her name everywhere. I'm like, what? Who is she? Because people were just talking about how good her books are, and just happened to choose Getting Even out of. We had two choices, and this is the one we went with. And Bridget, actually, you chose this.
I chose it.
All agreed. We all agreed, but man, that was such a good decision.
But when I chose it, I was like, okay, another cheating is telling me what's gonna happen in the book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, do I really want to read it? I don't know. And then I was like, okay. I read a couple of reviews, and I was like, maybe we'll try it. And I'm glad we did it.
I am too.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So Danesha Little, before we even get started, it was a great book, great storytelling. I really just enjoyed the breaking down of the character emotions and just the flow of everything. It was all there. You can see it, you can smell it. It was all there. So it was really, really, really good.
And real.
I mean, I ain't experienced cheating, but I've experienced things that break a marriage down, and it's still, It was very relevant, in my emotions about, a relationship when the guy, or it don't matter who does it, but somebody does something that, just makes you fall out of, of love or whatever. And then, it was just so many their family in this book. Their surrounding people in this book, I think, is what really, really kept them together, keeping the hope alive type situation.
No doubt.
So, it was really heartfelt, and I was all over the place, because you want people to be happy, but you also want things to be good, not for just one person, but for the whole. And he just wait. I didn't know. I know who I didn't like most of the book until about the end. So, I guess.
Right. Man, I hated him until the last 2 pages. I was like, you know what? He all right.
Right, exactly.
Last 2, I was like, I still don't like him, but she liked him and I love her. So,
girl, that was the only time. So, Getting Even is about Joy Richards, and it actually starts off with us learning that her husband had cheated on her with a woman. And
videotaped it
on his phone.
It was 40 minutes long.
That was ridiculous.
He recorded. How do you have something like that on your phone and not know? I forgot.
Can't forget.
Boy, shut up.
Because he didn't think she was gonna go through it. That's what.
But it wasn't even going through it. So just like me and my husband, I got his password. He got the little fingerprint thing on mine. It's not. We don't hide anything because there's nothing to hide. So if we need the phone, we can just access whatever. And just like she was doing, she was trying to find some pictures that they took together with the family. So she had to go through his pictures to see where it was. That's what she was doing. And that's when she came across it. And so I understand he keeps saying he forgot, but it's just so stupid that he did. But to have that in with the rest of the pictures, and she's going through your phone to look through something, he literally he forgot.
And his first response was, just seems like a man thing. What?
It wasn't me.
Yes. It wasn't me.
Like, Negro, why do you got it?
That's your tattoo. I know your body. What do you mean it's not you?
And how you gonna think she not gonna know? Y'all been together? What, they've been married for what, 5 years? Probably been together for like 7. So,
your first
like, why would you think? Why? Oh,
Because
okay. It's not
is
you.
trifling. Most men are.
I'm like that. Oh, that made me so mad. Oh, I was so mad. That's your phone, but it ain't me. It's not him, but it's his phone. Who is it?
Oh my goodness.
I was through with that.
Like I said, he bad taste in my mouth the whole time with him because his responses to a lot of stuff was like so just man stupid. Just that's all I can say. It was just man stupid because that's what it was. So she found out about the video and she was in a hotel because she had left. I don't know. You gotta go. I don't know. I would kick you out. I don't know if I could leave my kids with somebody. I mean, it's him, it's your husband, but it's like I'm never like the one who just walk out. If I'm leaving, my kids coming with me. We gonna go somewhere. But then at the same time, I see how she has to process and stuff. She can't be having people like, Mommy, I need this, I need that. So she needed to do that, but she was, at a hotel. I mean, in the first chapter, we see it. She thinks that she knows how to get back at her husband because of the emotions that she feels from what she saw.
Yep, I'm gonna make you feel how I felt.
So what she?
If I gotta look at you, you about to feel how I feel.
So what did she?
Like, she had sex with a stripper.
Oh, a stripper.
That's something right there.
That, and I was it's 2 rights don't make a wrong. No, whatever. 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's what I meant to say. 2 wrongs don't make a right. But I was so happy that when she did that he didn't treat her like a slut. Like he really just catered to her, and I was like, yes, I was so happy for her because I reading this book, I was like, dang, I'm really team women. Like, if you taking care of your kids, like, you really good with me. Like, I had no like, oh, she wrong for this. I was like, yes, and I can't wait for him to find out because I want him to feel everything that he made her feel. And I know it's wrong, but I just was so happy that it wasn't just he don't care about her. Like, this dude really was feeling her. I was like, yes.
I mean, even if you wasn't feeling her, it was just
like they connected.
Like the way that, it was like a connect. He asked questions. Like, it was almost like he was interested in knowing. I'm like, is he gonna say, nah, we're not gonna do this because I don't think, I'm thinking.
That's what I thought at first.
But no, he took care of her. He said, tonight I'm your man.
I'm your man tonight. I was like, yes, I'm so happy for this. Like, Rashad deserved all this. I wish it was recorded.
No.
If I had to have this memory in my head, you need one too.
Oh,
I mean, I hate Rashad. Like, I hate him so much. Okay.
Well, her husband Rashad is at home and with the kids. They have 2 kids, 2 girls, 4 and 2, and he's acting like he's just so sorry and he can fix it and they can work through it and they can this, please take me back, doing all this extra stuff and still not giving her, I think, like the mental space that she needs. Cause it's like, when stuff like that happened, get out of my face, and he was very, the reason I'm saying this, I'm just mad at how he acted when he found out what he found out. And it just throws me off because I'm like, you were all this, we gotta save it. Where's our marriage?
Let's save our marriage. Let's go to counseling.
Right.
I want to be with you. I love you. I'm sorry.
I don't want you. I don't want nobody else. I don't want that girl. Okay.
Yeah. So we can work this out.
Right.
If I'm hurt.
Because he act like, we just we ran into each other type situation, decided to have dinner and never told her that they have been communicating.
On in the DMs.
Yeah.
Trifling.
So the deal is Rashad has felt that his wife, I guess since the first baby, she's been acting different, with her body, with her confidence. The sex is different, if there's any at all, and he feels like he does not get the attention that he used to get from his wife.
Talk to your wife about that.
So,
no excuse, none. You try
none.
He didn't talk to his wife about it. He held that in. and
he held his
a little bit of
penis out.
Somebody
I'm
else.
gonna hold these emotions in though. I'm not gonna hold the penis in. That's coming out. Trifling N-word. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Sorry. I hate him. He deserved every bit of how he felt. I was so happy when he found. Oh man, when I was like, yeah, he about to find out. Like I was like, yes, he about to blow up. I can't wait.
I knew it was gonna blow up. I knew it because it's the men that have been in situations like this that I've read about or know about. It's like if the woman do it, oh no, I can't take you back. Somebody already had you, even though he didn't already.
Somebody already had you though, up and down for 40 some minutes.
And he done did his dirt. Oh, now I can't take you back. Now I can't take you back. What the heck like that?
N-word. I can't take you back either. I don't want your nasty stuff either. And then the audacity of him, like he went and did all that stuff to her right after it. Like they, you dirty. Joy is, not feeling confident in herself because her body is different. After her second child, it's hard to get the weight off, which I understand that. I was like, yeah, girl, man, it's hard. And White Chocolate was like, I help you with that. Like, give me 30 days. I was like, I thought it was wrong because she was in the mix of that. She was saying how she was trying to fix her marriage, but she about to work out with somebody that she, slept
with. True.
Mm-hmm. I was like, that's wrong, but I don't care. He deserve it. Like I was like, dang, I am so wrong here because I was just like, I know it's wrong. I know, but I just was like, yes, go get this.
I think it's because of what he did and how he did it. That it's like no matter what she did, she was not in the wrong.
That's how I felt. I was like, she can't do no wrong. I don't care.
For real. I didn't feel sorry for him like at all because dude, like you really just messed everything up because you didn't talk to your wife.
Exactly. He just wanted his sin to be dismissed so easily and so fast.
But hers is just held on. It was a zipper.
Yes, I did. I did not meet up with somebody that I went to school with that I had a crush on in school. I didn't talk to them for months. In my DM, you trifling. Oh, I hated him. You don't understand, man. When she was doing her stuff, I was like, yes, I can't wait for him to feel it. I can't wait for him to feel it. I hate him. Please. But anyways, she couldn't do no wrong. And he's trifling.
So do y'all think it was wrong that he, like how he didn't tell everything, how he just came
100%
that he slept with her. Well, they met up, they slept together, but he didn't tell the background about the Texas.
No. Exactly. He trifling. Like, no, that was 100% wrong. But he didn't see that it was wrong. Clearly, he was just like, I was scared to tell you. You wasn't scared to put your penis in that girl, though. You wasn't scared when you was sexing. You wasn't scared when you was doing it.
Protecting her feelings. Like, I don't want to make it any worse than it already is.
Right.
When
lying makes it worse.
Like, all of it has to come out. Just all of it needs to come out. Because if you keep putting bits and pieces out over time when y'all trying to heal, all it's
like, hey, what else you got to tell me?
Right.
Clearly, you.
That's when the
got a lot going on.
Like, because you're trying to build trust. You're trying to like, but then you just keep giving me, but then, that happened too. 2 weeks later, you know what? This had happened. No, you can't. It gotta. But she did the same thing. But again, it didn't matter. He did
at all. So why you bringing it out? Like, don't bring it up. Now,
she did that, but she didn't do. It just seemed like she didn't do it to the extent that he did. When she probably did, I just feel different about it.
I 100%.
The fact that like he held all of that in, and it's like you had a reason to do it. Like it seems like it was more planned. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he said because you can't tell me that you went there and didn't think nothing like you. She was stroking your ego and you wanted her to stroke something else, and that's what happened.
Now, if they had left it at dinner and with the flirting, then I would still been kind of upset, but it wouldn't been to the point that he took her back up to his room.
Yeah.
What excuse was that? What from the dinner to the room? that's a lot of time, a lot of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what you was gonna do when you went up and met her. You knew it.
You trifling.
So okay, so I don't know how in the world, but okay, well, kind of sort of in the beginning, like not when she found out and she had, she slept with Philip, and Philip left the number, but she ain't do nothing with it. She was like, you know what, no. So she was trying to be good about that, and then she left, went back home.
Yeah, man. See, my joy, she was not trying to get with him, but she just happened to run into him.
Yeah. But she went back home to her husband, not to her family. He had to sleep in a separate room. She didn't want nothing to do with him. It was just like, we're doing this for our girls. And when it comes to the point where you're doing things for your kids, that is also damaging to the both of you. Because when you're in a marriage, it's supposed to be the two of you guys, and if the only reason that you're doing something is for your kids, I feel like it's going to be like a lot of resentment because you don't really,
right.
You're not there because you want to be there. And that's going to build up, and that's still going to affect your kids because they get, man, they feel everything. Your kid, like, I don't know why people act like they can hide stuff.
Right. That girl was 4 years old, and this is real.
Real. That is real. Cause mine, like,
yeah,
they know.
Like, Daddy, you didn't tell mommy you loved her. Yeah, they see all that. They just like,
are you happy to see Daddy too, Mom? You like,
yeah, because you don't look like it. You just look like you happy to see me. So what's up? Yeah.
They are very intuitive. They know their family. Mm-hmm. They know when things change. They can feel the energy of it because you put that off. You put a lot of energy off. Like when you're happy, they know. When you're sad, they know.
Yeah,
they know them fake smiles and stuff. They know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the choice that they made in the beginning, and then of course he was trying to he said, let's do counseling, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Trifling. So whatever it takes, long as you ain't do nothing, whatever it takes.
I'm the only one who got to step out and get a little taste of something else.
Man, I hate him. So she had already like started working out with him, but she didn't they didn't kiss or like she had
Tanya around, so they to keep it. When they were in counseling, and she found out that they were messaging each other, and she got the whole story about that because something had drove her to Philip.
I think she told her part first in chapter 17, and then
right before she told him.
Yeah,
he told her everything, and she,
got it. Okay, because she asked him
as soon as she said that who it was.
She said, did you go down on her? And he was like, why did you need to know that? And the doctor was like, you have to answer whatever question, that she asked.
Yeah, he went down. He did all that. She didn't even do that. But, that didn't matter to him. He was
it didn't, right?
And he was, that's nasty. You don't even know this lady.
I know.
Exactly.
Oh, that made me even more mad if such thing. I was like, my God.
So my thing was, I thought that she had watched that whole video, but I guess she didn't. Because she would have saw that.
I'm sure she didn't watch the whole thing. I'm sure she watched it.
Then why she asked him that if she saw it?
Maybe they didn't do that part on there. I don't know.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, they had, they was doing some stuff, and then she said, let's record it.
Yeah, okay. How about him? And so anyway, Philip, the guy that she slept with, he is a stripper by night, a trainer by day. He is like one of the,
and he's an entrepreneur in his head.
He has a good head on his shoulders. As far as like he's doing it for the money and not for the lifestyle. He's like trying to save up to have his own gym because he's really taking the training more serious. However, he has his friend who's basically a male escort.
I'm a gigolo. Always.
Yeah.
He is 100%.
But so
I'm so glad she didn't meet him. He would make her pay and everything. That's right. He nasty.
So you saw like what the typical stripper life was through his friends or through his Dwayne. And then it's like you still a stripper, but it's like it wasn't something that he felt like he was gonna be doing forever. It seemed like he knew it was
I
gonna
paid
be
off my school, now I'm about to pay.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's like he has
I liked Philip and all, and I was, at one point I was really rooting for him and all, but he wanted to get out of the game, but he did like it. He did enjoy it. He picked and choose which woman he would sleep with, but he enjoyed.
But see, why? That's the part I don't like. Like, you don't have to do it.
No, he don't. But he did the extra. Yeah, he didn't do the extra, but he did. He chose which one he wanted to do it with, but he did do it.
Yeah, especially what was it? The Thanksgiving, I think, week or whatever.
That lady that was getting married.
Yes. For some reason, throughout this book, like, she's married, and I didn't really know how strong of love. I mean, I could tell, but I guess I was just so disgusted. Like, I ain't believe any of the love between her and her husband. But that pull between her and Philip, that it was like a new connection type of thing. So it felt like it was more real, but it was just new. It was something different. It was something to basically distract her, I feel.
But you know what? I'm thinking how he gets so invested so fast with her when this is his job. He's been doing this for years, but this one woman, all of a sudden, bam, it's so instant. How is that?
I feel like he could see in her that this ain't what you normally do, and I'm assuming like the people that he sleep with, they do that. They in that lifestyle, like they yeah.
But she was still married, even though he knew the situation that he had cheated, the husband had cheated, but she still was married. I mean, like, and his feelings for her just grew so fast. It's like they was almost instant.
I do think they had a connection, and I felt like his feelings was growing because she was giving him attention, and like he was involved. I feel like he was invested because she was putting it out there for him to be. Like,
every time her and old dude got into it, she called him. That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been like he felt like he was her. He can't feel like he's her protector, but like, I mean, I guess it was a friendship type of situation where you feel like, oh, she trusts me to come to me when things are. But at the same time, she's only coming to me because things are
right. Right.
So. Yeah,
I mean, he said that too, though, because like, remember, like they wouldn't have when they actually started to date or whatever. Like they wasn't having sex. Like they was just like he was just like, I don't want to be your rebound. Like, let's
It was just weird. It was like
it was very weird.
Just it's not even there. Really, it's like you really. Everything, it seemed like it moved fast. It could, because it was like a month later, 2 months, whatever. But it just seemed like it moved fast. Like once Rashad found out that she had cheated and with a stripper, oh my gosh, like, get over it. But once he found that out,
you didn't hear what the F she
I want a divorce. He wanted to walk. He walked out of the freaking
gave her the ring back. I was like, okay. Yes.
He put the ring down. And then the doctor is talking about he gonna be back. Don't worry, trust me. Like, I've seen so many, and I'm like, I don't know.
I didn't think he was gonna be back. I was like, he gone.
Right,
like,
I felt that
like,
too.
Even if he do want her back in his head, he ain't gonna never say it. Like his like he feel, what is it called? His manliness. I don't know. His pride is like gone.
Yeah,
so he not gonna come back. That's what I thought.
I thought he was,
and I was like, I don't want him to come back. That's good.
And it was weird because I was also thinking about, like, could she? Because they said this at the end of the book, and I was thinking that throughout. I was like, no, but could she have this dude around her, like her kids? Like, could that really be?
I mean,
she want, or was this just now?
Okay, girls, I don't think it would have been so fast. Like, dude, like Rashad was trying to get Vanessa around his girls. I'm like,
oh, goodness, he was getting on my nerves. He was the second girlfriend,
right?
I'm like, Negro.
Yeah, Melissa, then Vanessa. Yep.
And then gonna get mad. You still with the same dude? At least I'm with the same guy and not somebody else.
Right. So I've only been
Not
with
the
one
third
person. You've been with 3. So shut up.
Exactly.
And it could have
All
been
them
more than that.
spirits.
It could have been more than that. But it was just really weird. Like so when he walked out of whatever and he said he wanted a divorce, he got his stuff. He ended up getting him a like month-to-month apartment because he was like, I can't be here with you type situation since you did what I did. Now it's over.
Right.
And then every conversation after that, when I'm thinking he told me he want to talk to her, I'm like, okay, so he's gonna come back with apologetic stuff. No, so we need to figure out what we're gonna do with this.
When we go tell the kids,
I
was like, dang, okay, you trifling.
Wow.
Ooh. But you wanted to fix it when it was just you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frowning so hard.
That's what made me so mad. Oh my gosh, it was nothing about like him. I don't care how he looked. Like all of that
was her.
Was just, her. Are you for real? Are you serious? So now I don't care which time, divorce. Then they keep having sex, and then.
Now that made me so mad. I'm like, y'all that much in lust that y'all just have to, when you see each other, come on now. Y'all
that's the argument too. They'll argue and then he'll try to come up on her all like, bro, get away from me.
Right? Oh, that was making me mad.
Like I was thinking, if this was me and Chris, and I'm like, and that happened, and then he came on to me like that, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, me, I'm being
I would definitely not be touching over here.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I don't know about Tanisha over there.
You looking a little different.
I'm like,
looking a little different. Right.
That was real for me, man. Because I could definitely have sex and be mad at somebody.
So. I definitely cannot.
I cannot. Oh,
yeah.
I want to.
And then right after we have sex, you disgust me. Get away from me.
Oh, I can't.
I do it.
I can't.
We're not gonna be laid up next to each other, hugging or nothing. But
I don't care. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you feeling no type of pleasure coming from me. Get out my face. No,
girl,
you don't deserve it.
That is me all the way. I'm
just that type of man. I
can't do
it. And then all of that, and then him doing all of that. He would have had his feelings hurt. Like worse than what he claimed they were, because no.
I was sick of them going back and forth having sex with each other, and then I was sick of Joy running back to Philip every time that she got mad at him. I was sick of her doing it. I'm like, girl, stand up for yourself. Be strong. That's what I wanted to tell her. Be strong. If you're gonna do this, you gotta follow through. You stop running over there.
Yeah.
But come to find out, she had a problem. So, okay, I can see that. She was depressed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she was offended when the doctor was trying to say you might be depressed. I think you were suffering.
I mean, I understood that though, because it's like when you think a lot of times when you think of depression, you think of all the people that kill themselves, but it's like it's people in the middle too that they just be depressed and they just want to lay down or they just don't want to do nothing right now.
Girl slept through a whole 24-hour period plus some.
She did, yeah. So she definitely was depressed, but she wasn't in a depression where it's like she gonna kill herself because she know that, hey, I love my kids, I gotta be here for my kids. So like I feel like that's why she was offended, because it's like I'm about to kill myself. I love my kids, but she was depressed because she was sleeping and just. She wasn't really had a lot of confidence in herself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
At that part when Tanya and Rashad came and she had slept, I'm thinking to myself, what's going on? They're trying to get her committed or something, trying to get them kids. What's going on with that?
I just thought I was scared because it didn't say that she took nothing, but I was like, wait, we just not see that part? And she said she was looking around for something to see if she took something.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, she just slept through the whole, and he's like, okay, you got the same clothes on I saw you in like the day before yesterday.
Nah, boo, I took a bath. I just didn't have no clothes.
She did.
At my boo house. Nah.
She did, but I don't know. Man. Like I have not been diagnosed with it, but I do a lot of research on some things because I know I've suffered through it, but I didn't know it. You know, you be taking them little quizzes and stuff, and they be asking questions. I'm like, yeah, you're depressed. I was like, oh, yeah, maybe, whatever. And then you keep on going. But like, I think that's really good in this book, though, because mental health is like so serious, and we do not take care of ourselves mentally like we should. Right. I ain't gonna lie, I have tried, but them $200 to $100 a session things I can't be keeping up with because our insurance don't cover it, right? So it also makes it difficult to get my mental health right. So I just have to right. I'm not against it at all, but it's not affordable for me because I've been at such
like it should cover that, man. It's so important.
Right. It really should.
It really sucks.
It should. Because I need to be seen.
I love my therapist.
I need a therapist. Like legit. Like I know I do. I'm going through a lot of stuff now, and I'm trying to still function. You know, you still have to function because like you do have your kids and stuff. But you be on like autopilot because you know nothing's gonna happen without you doing it, especially being a mom of the house and the kids and stuff. And Lord, but I'm glad that she finally got to have those sessions and she started to see she really did have her own, you know, issues, and nothing that he did, nothing that her husband did was warranted. Like he should have did none of that. But I don't know if they would have seen the signs that they don't know. But if she would have got help, you know, sooner, and if they would have talked about it, maybe, you know, they would have.
He would have got help, and yeah, they would have been good. But nah, he wanted to go put his penis in somebody else.
Okay, so
he didn't want that. He didn't want her to get better.
They're now separated. They're living separately. Her mom, like everybody didn't know at first. So once they start finding out, because I know like his friend Todd and the wife Sonia, you know, they were all voicing their opinions about love will get you through, and y'all have to fight, and all this kind of stuff. Right. And then her mom, like, it's like it was nobody. That's the thing. Like, it was nobody that was like, you know, just do what makes you happy, whatever that is. It was just like, I want y'all together. Like, y'all belong.
Yes.
Like,
I was so, like, I'm surprised with his family, though. Because, like, they knew what she did. And they were still like, you started this. So you were the reason for this. And it's like they like was holding him accountable and telling him like to get his life back. And I was just like, and well, his mom, like, I really love his family. Like, I hate him, but his family dope. Like, his mama could not believe first that he did what he did, but the fact that now you're giving up. She said, we did not raise you like that. Like, man, I love this lady. Whew. Yeah, I'm sorry that you got a trifling son, but you know. Were, like I like how she called Joy like so, and then she tried to call her Mrs. Richards. I was like, she's like, I'm your mom. Like,
I thought she called her Mrs. Richards to try to play it off because she was at work. That's what I thought.
No.
Nah, she was just like, you ain't mom.
I played that.
I ain't with your son.
When I was like, I ain't cool with them, I'll be like, miss this and miss that.
I never did that.
I've done that because, you know,
I do it. Yeah,
I don't never call nobody else mom. Like, that's no, I'm not doing that. But
I do sometimes.
So I was like a first name basis, and if that person did something to me, and I'm like, well, we ain't miss this, miss that. Like I was doing that, but
I think I've always called like my kids' grandma and mom until like.
Sometimes that wasn't a normal thing for me, but I have, but not on a regular basis.
Yeah, we ain't close like that, so you never get to
that. We was super close, man. I love that lady.
She was
really talking about her.
She was every, like, I feel, I mean, not that whatever she did is what helped them, but it's just the fact that they did not let up on him. No, I'm seeing this noodler, and I like her. I don't care who you seeing. You ain't had no vows for her. You know, the daddy.
They didn't phase him at all. They ain't phase his daddy at all.
And they're telling them like everybody marriage. What they about to celebrate their 35th anniversary? They saying everybody's marriages go through things, and love is what. If you don't have nothing else, you don't like each other. Love is what's supposed to keep you. Right. And that's just if you marry somebody that you love. Now, see, if you ain't do that, then whatever. But that's what they had, and the fact that because this was like at this point she was full on with Philip, like dating. He was on to his second girlfriend, Vanessa, who worked with him, and I knew she was trying to get her claws in him in the beginning.
When she offered to cook him something to eat.
I hate women like that who just have a good man and don't. You don't know what he did.
You don't know what he did. Like,
he should have.
I don't like her.
Why he ain't say nothing? Because you don't want nobody to know what you did either. But you
right.
want everybody to know what she did, what your wife did.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, never liked her, Vanessa, from the beginning when they introduced her. Never liked her.
Me either.
Like
I mean, I dislike Rashad more than I dislike her, but yeah, I didn't like her either.
Okay, so at this point, this was before before the anniversary.
I like
the babies. They were having like breakdowns and stuff.
It's just like,
what
can I do? Yeah. I could be a better daughter. Like that really was so sad.
The Chuck E. Cheese thing when the old girl had introduced herself, and
I couldn't believe she did that. I didn't like her either. Oh, well, that's the same girl.
No, that was
crazy. No, that was Melissa. She crazy.
She was the clingy one.
Yeah.
And the fact that she did that, and then, oh my gosh, that was just horrible. The babies they didn't deserve that, but it's like it happened, and that, like you said, Talisha, with the 4-year-olds, basically saying that she'll do more or she'll help more, and like there's anything that she can do or anything that she's done that had this happen. Like she had nothing to do with this grown-up situation.
It's grown-up stuff happening, and
it was like so sad. Like
yeah, it's sad.
But that scene when Vanessa kept getting on my nerves because she kept calling. She kept calling him at the wrong.
Why?
No, he with his family, dog. Sit down.
God, she was so controlling and always overstepping her bounds.
They kept sleeping together.
Well, no, but not at this time. they were not. They were. It was completely, because he tried to sleep with her one more time, and she was like, no, like I'm not. I was surprised she did that because she can't not sleep with him.
Right.
I mean, it's good, and
no,
whatever.
He just said something stupid to her. They just had an argument, and he walks out. I thought he walked out, and he came.
That'd be the best sex though when you be mad.
I don't have time.
Right? No time.
Anyway, so
I mean that's good. I'm so happy that y'all don't be doing it, but that's just being honest. It's real. The book is real because it be happening.
People do say they do it. I can't. A lot of people do it. I can't do it.
They always say that the makeup stuff or the angry, like
it's amazing.
I gotta like you, so
right.
Like you. You ain't gonna like this.
I wish I was like y'all because I should have some of that good self
control.
Self-control.
Because I sure be like,
what's
this
is like okay. This is really I don't know because it's like you in love with a person, right? But maybe it's not in love. I don't know what it is. Like maybe just you love a person or whatever, but when they do something, it's like you ain't. This is so mean to say. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Let me just leave that alone. What?
Say it.
And how attracted am I to you? Is it just doing the thing, or is it like you just really have like an animalistic, almost like attraction to this person at all times? Because I don't have it. So
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you're trying to say that
like
they ugly when they
It's like a turnoff. Like once you do something, it's like you ugly to me. Get away from me. Like I ain't. It could be I like you. You ugly. Like it depends on how I feel at the moment. So I don't know if it's just like a different type of attraction because it's not always on.
Yeah. If we not on good terms, don't even try to approach me because nothing is gonna go down. Nothing. No. Don't try to approach me.
Don't even touch me because it ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna look at you like, what you doing? I don't feel it. I don't feel I do. I'm gonna be.
That is mean. I can admit that that's mean, but I can't turn it off. That's just who I am. I can't do it.
That's good though, but I can't relate.
Whatever.
Oh
yeah. So Go ahead.
I really liked her. Dang, I forget her name, but it's her friend in there, and they talking about white chocolate and piece of shit. I mean, white chocolate and Rashad. But anyways, and she was saying how she didn't know like what to do, like who to choose, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And her friend was like, "Well, I mean, you've been through a lot with Rashad, you know, like that's like real love, and like for Philip, it's new, so y'all in like the honeymoon phase, and it's like you really don't know him,
his
like
skeleton.
you don't know if the grass is greener over there because y'all haven't been through nothing. So and I was just like, I really appreciated her friend telling her that, because I would have been like, F for sure.
Right.
I like Philip. That's what I was.
But see, this one,
she didn't know, because it's like,
she didn't know Philip. This was the Sonya lady.
That's 100% true. And I'm because who's to say that he wouldn't have did the same thing or worse? Like, who's to say he
technically cheated, because he did it after he told her that he wasn't doing it no more with nobody, and then he did. But he ain't tell her about it. Okay, I mean, her husband didn't tell her either, but whatever.
Yeah, he did. He basically did the same thing Rashad did, except he ain't put a ring on it.
I stopped liking Tony. I stopped liking Rashad friend Tony. How he was getting mad? Like it was like he was having an attitude.
Like, I think it was because dude was white, and he was just like, he racist. He's like, how dare you sleep with a white man or be with a white man? I think that's what it was.
I don't know.
But he hadn't even told. Rashad didn't know who the dude was. Still, when Joy went over there and Tony was having such an attitude with her, like wasn't even really speaking to her. I'm like, well, what is it?
I didn't know.
Because your boy is the one that cheated.
Exactly.
And it wasn't that y'all knew. And the wife is acting like everything all good. I'm like, is he really mad that she showed up late? Like, what is the problem?
Nice, because
I didn't know.
Because the dude was white. That's because he knew who he was. He knew who he was then.
No, it had to be the white thing, because your friend is literally, he has his own townhome. He has a whole girlfriend. So she's not supposed to be dating,
right?
But so it had to be the whole white thing, because you can't.
There's a lot of people out there like that though, because I can't do it. I'm not.
Can't do what?
Be with no white man.
I mean, okay, you can't. Okay, but the fact is, why be mad of his race? Why be mad? Because if he was black, you'd be alright.
Yeah.
So you think Tony? Because I'm like, I don't know. That was stupid.
I mean, I don't care what nobody else do. Like, if you want to be with a white man, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm not doing it.
I'm just saying his whole attitude toward her. Right. Like I said, it was like,
he racist. He's like, how dare you be with a white man?
I mean, Rashad kind of did that too when they were on that date after she had got her job, or whatever it was when she was on a date with
He's so cocky.
He followed them. He followed them there.
Okay, wait, but the whole charger thing, like I thought he put something on her phone, because come on, what he does for a living. I'm like, did he put like a tracker or some crap on her phone?
Because her battery died.
Because she was like, my battery should not have died that fast, and then she misses the whole thing. And I'm like, wait, I didn't understand. I still don't understand what happened. Maybe it's our whole thing. I don't know.
He ain't never come back with that. But I thought it was something. I didn't know what something.
Like, did he actually follow them, or was it something on her phone he could track her with? But either way, they went on their date. And this is after. I don't know why this made me mad. Like that time when the kids, had the little falling out, because she was like really, sad about the parents. And Joy went to his house, his townhome, and he had this whole conversation with Vanessa upstairs, but she could hear him.
Oh yeah,
that irritated me, because it's like, you completely moved on. Like, Joy ain't nothing. Like, oh, my ex, like it just got on my nerves. I didn't like that. And then the girl, now she's all upset. Does she always stay at your house like that? Or is that something that y'all normally do?
Yeah, calling her the baby mama and stuff. Like, actually, it's my wife.
I'm so glad they had, but they couldn't get a divorce done until they were separated for a year. Man, please. That's real. That's what kept them together.
Yeah, that is real. That's real.
Them together.
I sure lied. We've been
different
separated for a year.
Right? Yeah. So she's on this date with, and she said when they were on this date, they went to a jazz club, her and Philip, and they were getting nasty looks from other black men who saw her with this white guy.
Yeah, that happens.
And I don't know. Like every time I see a couple, I think to myself, I'm like, dang, why do people look at them like it's something? I don't know. Because I look at them like, oh, it's two people who are in love. Like I don't see it like. And I think like, man, why do people have such a bad taste in their mouth when it's like a black person with someone who's not black? Maybe someone who's not black is the person who came to them, who who.
Oh, so you cool with it?
Them. But it's not like we black, we can only connect to black people.
I don't have a problem with it either. I don't have a problem with seeing mixed couples.
I hope both of y'all, all y'all kids, be with white people.
White, Hispanic, Asian, do what you do. But just as long as y'all believe in Jesus, then we keep it moving. Now,
oh yeah, that's why I call him white chocolate, because I'm trying to just focus on chocolate.
Ain't no chocolate.
He chocolate. He is a light skin.
No.
Leave me alone. I did look him. I look past whiteness. Leave me alone.
Oh, you're so wrong for that.
I swear he's white chocolate.
That's just okay. So nice.
All right.
They're leaving the date. It's so cool and stuff. And then they walk out, and her husband talking about Joy.
You coming home with me. You better not get that part with him.
I thought they was gonna fight because remember they already had that. Because this is the part that wasn't fair. Because Philip knew who he was, but he didn't know who Philip was when they played that basketball game.
Right.
And Philip was all, doing all that extra stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh.
He can't play. He's stuck.
I knew that was happening. I knew that was happening. I was like, oh, he's playing against Philip, baby. And then dude said Phil. I said, God dang it. But nothing happened. Nobody said anything. I was like, okay, they got through that until this. And he was like, I know you. They are about to fight, and it's a crowd, building up, and she's trying to get between them, and it's like always the woman trying to stop the newer person, because we saw this before in a couple books, like stop talking to him.
Let me get in the car, please.
But the men do not do.
No, they don't want to seem weak.
Right, like the woman telling me what to do, I'm just gonna walk away like I'm scared.
Right.
When we all know that's not the situation, but you just being the grown up in this situation.
Right.
Away.
The big person.
Rashad was, and I'm saying he was mad the dude was white.
Yes.
Like,
I think he felt threatened though, because it's like, dang, like he totally different than me, like she ain't go,
she ain't got a type.
Yeah. I was like, yep, sir, that's what you get.
Like it was funny because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, is she gonna go with him so he can calm down? I hope she don't go with him.
You don't know with them two. You wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I did not know.
Philip, he left. He eventually left, and he was at his car waiting. And he kept saying, "I'm not leaving out my wife." I'm like, "Oh man, I hope she don't go. I hope she don't go, Rashad." But I didn't know what she do. But she went on with Philip, and then she was mad at that. At him
because he didn't listen.
Yep.
But still. Just think about in a situation, if he is technically your man now, he's going to try to protect you.
Right.
It doesn't matter who the person is. And just like he said, he going to try to protect you. That's all he did. I don't know if I would have been that man. I mean, he did say
I'm mad at him for not telling me that you play ball with him. Like,
yeah, that's what she was.
That wasn't cool. Like, I didn't.
Right.
I didn't think she was gonna leave. I didn't think he's gonna let her leave.
But that security guard came out there, so I mean, he ain't really had no choice.
No, I meant like when
they got home. Yeah, I thought she was gonna go back upstairs with him, but she was just like, "Oh, I can't get my car. I just Uber." And he was just like, well, I guess I'll let you get your car then.
Like I said, now they got the whole anniversary thing. You have like 2 full-blown relationships on each side. Rashad's parents are having their 35th anniversary, and they've been very adamant that to both of them, actually, not just that they don't want to see them break up. They don't want to see them, and they're thinking about the daughters too, and they think about, like, they know that they love each other. Everybody knows that they love each other.
Right,
but them. Away, but them, right? They feel like they're throwing it away so easily. But they keep saying we just hurt each other too much. You can't go, Pat. You can't go. She said it. He said it.
I mean, I understand that too. I was like, it's a lot of hurt.
It is.
But it was a lot, and I didn't think she said she wasn't going. I was like, good. I'm glad. Don't go.
Yeah, don't. I didn't think she should have went. I didn't think
Me
she should have
either.
went at all.
Yeah, she rode with them.
Right.
I was like, okay, because I remember the first time after Thanksgiving, he gave her a flight back home. They didn't even ride back home.
I ain't understand that. Why did they do that? I'm like, why you flying back?
Demetria, remember they went bowling and Demetria was at the bowling alley
with her stupid tail.
Talking about she was threatening to. I didn't know what was happening when she said she's in the bathroom.
He just took forever.
I felt that. I felt that. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was.
Boy, no. Because she said she saw her, but I guess they couldn't see him like in the video. Like
she just saw the body, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess she wouldn't have known that was a woman in the bathroom. But
she heard that voice though.
She knew the voice.
It was the voice, and the fact that he took, like you said, he took too long to bring them drinks back. Like, bro, what you doing? And they over there talking. It's always something. Because before all of this, remember she had texted him talking about she was gonna be in town and she wanted to see him, and she sent a picture of her hoo-ha.
Yep, and he was stupid for not telling Joy about that. That was stupid.
But Joy found that out. She saw that text before he did.
Yeah, that's when like they were doing some stuff.
But he ain't. But he
didn't tell her that on Facebook that
she reached out again.
She reached out and told that he was coming.
Right. Right.
He found out she was actually there.
I probably would have told her like, don't contact me no more, and then I would have told my wife. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Let the woman know where you stand, because when you leave it open, like she don't know that, because
she don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think he should have said something to her to the, extent of like, we are, just not communicating no more, or working with wife, whatever. And then tell the wife what happened. But no, he thought he was, I blocked her and I deleted the message. I mean, she could have got the picture, the daggone. She should have got it from that.
His wife could have blocked her, And now, so she sent him a message on the phone because.
That's true. She did.
So he definitely should have wrote her like, "Hey, we're done," and then blocked.
Yeah, he should have did that.
He should have. So they were having this is before we went back, but for Thanksgiving they went to the family. This is before they knew that they were going through these problems, but they knew something was going on. But this is my thing with Rashad. He kept going back and forth with how and she did too in the beginning, but it was like the way he was like too on. He was like, he just changed personalities to me.
Because
I thought he was fronting, but then he wasn't.
Because the family is good. Family is good when they trying to help out, and you should do this because this is what's the road that y'all should be on, the forgiveness, and y'all been through all that. And it's like every time he talked to somebody, he would say, "Okay, let me go ahead and try to go back," and then something else would happen. Like, "Nah, man, forget it." I'm like, you know what, Paul? I'm sick of you. I was so sick of you.
Sick of him from day one.
He kept doing that though. He kept doing that, and it's like, what do you really want though? Or do you just want this because somebody's saying that's what you?
Right, that's what I was thinking. He was wanting it because everybody else. Right.
Or people just telling you y'all need to be together. Yeah, you're right. I think we should. And then, but you slept with a stripper. Wait, stop.
Man, he was making that.
But this anniversary, Joy she got the call. She said she's gonna go. She ended up doing, having her stuff in a hotel to keep it separate, to try to respect their separate relationships as well. So she has a hotel room. Philip a little like, I don't know. Vanessa's like, I don't know. But these two are still married. So they ain't never gonna know until it's over. They went to the whole anniversary thing, and it was really nice. Okay. It was like a whole little wedding, I guess. I don't know. But it was really nice. And the pastor, I felt like the mom was trying to get her to come so bad because she wanted her to hear what that pastor had to say. Like they can for both of them to hear what he said. And what he said was, that was true. And it hit home for them and did make them feel a little kind of way. The girls making them dance with each other, trying to, it was a good moment. And you could see how he could. That's the whole thing with Rashad. He takes all those moments and then he's like, "Oh, I think I love my wife again."
Right. Right.
Oh, I don't like him.
So I don't know. It was weird. So he took her home, not home. He took her to a hotel and then he left. It looked like he wanted to say something, but she was like, "Nah, bruh," and he left. had a conversation with his daddy. That just convinced him to go back to her hotel, I guess.
And she was so ready and waiting.
Right. Like, I don't know how
the sex is good, okay? Leave her alone.
No.
She was just on the phone with Philip.
Right.
She was just talking to her man, her new man.
Anyways, after that, she let him know that, hey, this was a mistake. I'm not about to deal with your wishy-washy. Oh, I want to be with you. Oh, I don't.
But I just called my girlfriend and told her that it's over because I want to work out with my wife.
Right.
What? When did we have that conversation? I just took a shower. Wait, hold on, because I'm not doing that. That's what that just made me mad. Like, what is this? And even then, he was talking about like he was still trying to compare the wrongs. Like his dad said, like you're too busy trying to compare the wrongs when you're to blame. You're to blame. You're to blame.
You're supposed to be the protector, and you didn't protect your family.
Yep.
Yes, he really has some strong, like, amazing parents, and I just realized that you can raise your kids and they still turn out like Rashad. You can raise them so good and they still a piece of crap.
Because this is the individual journey. This is the individual journey.
That's why. What you can, and. There's nothing you can do because, like, we make our own decisions.
That's right.
We know what we learned, but we're in this, separate from that. So whatever. They go, back home, and then immediately she told him, the first time she saw him, nice date at his house, and that's the first thing she said when she came. I was like, oh.
I'm glad that she was like honest, man, and it's just like I really love that about her.
She immediately after she told him, she said, "All right, well, I'm gonna be out." So. Because she know that she did something wrong, and she was like,
and he had already told her, like when they were talking about her stuff, and he was just like, well, if my woman did this, I wouldn't, be with her. Like when they were talking about her relationship, and he was just like, yeah. Anyways, he had already said he would be with somebody that did what Rashad did. Mm-hmm. But he also said he wasn't judging her.
But she was going back and forth, like you said too, which was getting on my nerves with her too, back and forth. Back and forth. Just make up your mind.
Doing that with Philip. I mean, because she kind of was doing a little bit with Rashad, because only in the beginning though. Because after she said I wanted a divorce, she was like, "Well, do you want a divorce then? Whatever.
Right.
I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on this new thing that it was supposed to just be a friendship." Because to me, I feel like they actually were good friends, like they could talk, and it's like he kind of did help her realize certain things when they when they were talking.
She just didn't know. She didn't know all the time. She didn't know what she wanted or who she wanted. She just didn't know.
It was
that made me mad too.
I think she jumped into a relationship too fast too, though. She should have she needed time to focus on herself.
Yeah, she wasn't ready, and she was still suffering through depression. I mean, she had that, but she ended up like taking a break from all of it after Philip showed up he wanted to see her, and he was able to come to her house after the girls was gone with their dad.
Now that was a disaster.
I was like, some kind of way somebody gonna forget something gonna happen, and this man is gonna show up.
And that's his house too, even though y'all getting divorced. It is. This
not when he gets himself a townhome. If he can have because he can have women all of the house. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. He can have women.
Do no wrong.
No.
Sleeping with him.
This is where her kids are. She shouldn't have never let him come up in there.
Nobody.
And her kids be at her daddy's house too. And
that's okay. He shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been in there. That was wrong of her, and she knew it. She knew it.
That's where she lived. I mean, she did feel that, she did say that, but that's where she lived, and that's where he lived. Oh, okay. So yeah, he came to her house, and then Rashad ended up popping up. He was like, "Is that dude in here?"
Why didn't he know he was in there when he pulled up, though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who car you thought was there?
Right.
Like, and this whole thing about not calling, she kept telling him that, "Stop popping up here. Call me first."
Right.
Because that's just out of respect. Just call me first.
Respect. Yeah.
You don't know what's going on here, because I wouldn't pop up on you knowing you got women going in and out your house. He talking about tell him to come to the door like Philip scared or something, and he came. Ain't nobody scared of you, because when they would play basketball, he was like they were same height, same build,
Right.
One is white, one black. So he came to the door. He was like, "What's up? Like, what you want?"
I thought they was gonna fight then.
I really did. I was, and wait, the way that because she just had like some little, I don't know, nightgown. The way that Philip told her to go in the house and your butt is out, and I'm like, wait, who said that?
Philip,
no, it was Philip. Okay, I had to read it again.
I'm like you her man, please.
And then Rashad told her the same thing. And we's like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna leave y'all out here like this. Are you crazy? And she hurried up, trying to get her clothes on and come back, thinking they really gonna like fight, but they were just talking. And this was after he told, her that he was gonna fight for her. Let go, old girl. She just can't let go of him for some reason. I mean,
yeah.
But the conversation that they had,
it was good. I thought it was, hey, I was surprised at Rashad, how level-headed he was. He didn't,
he was thinking about his kids. He like, man, I can't kill you because then I ain't gonna never see my kids no more.
Right. And when I read that, I was like, that is so like for real, like the grown-up man. It's so many times you want to do something, but like, dang, because the law is real and you will have to pay, and we pay a little more.
He a white man at that. You right. You gone, buddy.
Exactly. We pay more than we should, even when we ain't do nothing. In this country. So I was like, nah, you can't get caught up like that. But I was surprised at how the conversation, they still was like being smart, back and forth, but nothing happened to the point where like they had to fight. And I respected that. And then, he had the conversation with Joy. He's basically brought her.
He left you.
You have to choose, like, but wait, choose what? Because I've been with him for this minute. Like we haven't been, on that same page, and you want me to choose you right now, just because you just happen to say you want me now. But
right.
No, I don't think he did that though, because he was just like, he said he loved you, and she was like, yeah, he told me that, and then he was just like, do you love him? And she was just like, I care about him. And then he was like, do you love me? And she's like, that's not fair. He was like, it's not fair for me to ask you that. And she was just like, I love you. Like, I always love you or whatever. I think that's
stop reading that part. Stop.
I'm not reading.
She reading it though. She reading it word for word.
I was into this book, okay? So it's like I felt like he wanted clarity of like what this is, and then he left though. Like he let her have her space, and I still don't like him, but I respect that about him. Like
it seemed like he was maturing a little bit in this situation at that point, because now it's like, okay, well, maybe
you didn't fight him and you just asked him questions, and then you spoke with your wife about it, and then you left. Then you didn't push up on her afterwards. You just kept it professional with her and your daughters, and y'all ain't professional because y'all always having sex. So it's like you ain't trying to do none of that. Like just a little bit though, because I still don't like you, but I respect you a little bit.
So yeah, I agreed with how he handled it was good, and he left. And then she had a conversation with Philip in the house, and she's still like, I don't know what I want. And I'm like, I hate when they get mad at her when she don't know what she wants. It's a lot, okay?
No, by this time you should know what you want. By this like time,
her husband is pleading at this point, and you see like, okay, maybe he might be for real. And then she has to actually love him to have any type of doubts about being with someone else. Because she loves him, it's confusing for her.
It's either you want to be with one or you want to be with the other.
Yeah, you can't have both.
So is your decision based on if you don't want to be with your husband, then your other choice, okay, I'm going to be with you. Is that how it works? Or you can't have them to both of them in front of you and you can't choose one?
So she chose herself.
She chose herself. She said,
I'm glad.
Me. I was like, I'm glad. Yes, girl.
Because he gave her, he was like, if I leave, don't call me no more.
Yeah, he gave her.
You're not choosing me now. Don't call me no more.
But I know he was gonna be weak up after that, and why would he even say that?
I thought that was gonna be the end of him. Like I thought that was gonna be like, you know what? Because he said when he was gonna
he been so stuck on her since day one.
When he said, "I'll let you know when I'm tired of waiting on you, or when I'm done waiting on you." So I was like, "Oh, I guess he's done." That's what I thought. But so. Anyway, like, she just like changed. She was different. She was happier. She had a better.
She got happy. Yes, I'm so happy for my Joy. Joy was being joyful.
no man to make her that way. She had to.
Yes.
And I think that was like really the point of her growth. Like you don't need stop trying to find your happiness
through somebody else. Find it
Yeah.
within you. Yes.
And that's how you remain happy, no matter what that person or someone does to you. You still have, it's not linked to whether somebody treats you right. You just let them go and you still be happy with you. But I still, at this point, I still didn't know. I knew it wasn't Philip no more. Like I feel like he was out of the picture. But I still didn't know like what was happening.
I thought she was moving on with her life. It was just gonna be her and her kids. I was like, yes, girl.
And just forget both of them. Honestly.
Right. For now, anyway. That's what I thought.
Like I didn't think that she was gonna deal with any of them. I was like, and then, if anybody else came in the picture, then that probably was like be the start of her new whatever. But it wasn't gonna be with either of these guys because they're both kind of linked to this point of her life that changed everything.
Yeah. Oh, but Mr. Rashad, he said, "I'm about to make your dreams come true. You want this art studio? I got you, baby."
Oh my gosh, Tanya!
And wait, it took all of this for him to do this for her because there ain't nothing in his money that changed. Yeah, nothing changed with his money situation. He been had this. He could have been did that, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and take it now. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, it took all this for him to do right by her.
Say that he did.
He could have been did.
He did.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole them. She thinks she going out with her friend Tanya, and Tanya driving places that she don't know. Like, where's we going?
I didn't think that at all.
Me either. I just thought it was gonna be like this. Like,
like I didn't see it, but I was hoping. I was like, man, it'd be real nice if like he was gonna. I swear I said that if he was gonna be there. But I didn't see the whole family there, and it being her is hers.
Right.
He bought this for her, and he had the pastor there, and he got on his. This is when he got on his knees and he apologized to her again in front of everybody and like confessed everything in front of everyone.
I started crying, man. I was reading this, I was crying. Like I was like,
that's how
she deserves all of this, man. She been deserves this, but I was crying. Okay.
That's like because they've been talking about this art studio all throughout the thing. Even Philip was like, "I'll support your dreams. Like I'll
right. I invest in you." Yep.
She either wanted to get it. It's almost like she wanted to get it on her own because like she never even asked her husband to do it for her.
Right.
But at the same time, being depressed and stuff like those dreams and things, it was like
put them to the side.
Yeah, and just focusing on what's in the present when she could have gotten that, but. It worked out, but the fact that he did all that in front of them, got the new ring, had the pastor there waiting for him to rededicate himself to her. I was like, oh my gosh, now you want to be the guy that we all wanted her to have,
right?
Yes.
Now,
like throughout this entire book, I was like, F you, Rashad. I don't care what I just don't care. It was just he was too much,
way too much.
But he did that. I mean, before this, she had a final conversation with Philip, like saying like it was a good experience that we've had. We've always had this experience.
I was proud of her.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And he was okay too. He was like, he'd accepted that. He didn't like fight too much for it.
He wasn't really okay, but he was okay.
I mean, he had to be okay.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing to do,
right?
Because this is what she wanted, and he had to respect that. And I was like, all right, good, okay. So one's out the way. What's gonna happen with the other one? And then somebody had pulled up on her car when she was trying to leave. The dad.
Child, I wouldn't have never thought.
What?
I'm like, who is this?
But now.
Nessa tripping. She had the nerve at that lunch trying to tell Rashad about his wife. It's like he didn't tell her everything, and I don't like that because now you trying to think people, and
right.
Don't.
Right.
Keep telling her that.
You want to tell me about my wife being with somebody else? Do you think that's going to change? I was like, yes.
Girl, go sit down. She wanted him so bad. Like, go sit down. And then to come to her like that. Like, are you crazy?
She's psycho.
But I'm glad they.
Oh, but she put her in her place. Y'all
yeah,
that word.
She did. And guess who got the ring at the end of it? Go look. I don't. I started looking real mannish, but tall, a little lanky.
Who that? Vanessa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that.
With long hair, nice hair, you know, she was cute, but yeah.
I don't like her. So yeah, she got not Vanessa. Joy got her ring. She got her man at the end, and I feel like that would be. They would never have this again. They would never go through this again. I feel like
no,
this is like the beginning of the rest of their lives, the way that it should have started.
Yeah.
The part when I think when they had sex for the last time, Rashad, was it the time at the reception thing? And he was like, she doing things she never did before. And I was like, oh Lord, he gonna say something. What he gonna say?
He was enjoying it.
He was. I was surprised. I thought he was
first time something like that happened, he was like, or at the first time after he found out that who she slept with, that he was like, was it stuff that she's doing new that she learned from him or something like that?
Right.
He wasn't like that this time.
Yeah, he liked it. He liked everything, honey.
This new one.
I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, this was a really good book. I was some stuff I thought I was gonna know, but I did not know anything. I thought this book was really gonna be a open and shut case, straightforward. Yeah. No, I didn't think about that middle, all that middle.
At 50%, I'm like, wait, it ain't over. Wait, how much? What else is happening? Hold up. That was in the story.
Right. Girl, we had a whole nother lifetime that went by. Like,
it was just the realness of the back and forth, the realness of the emotional roller coaster between, you know, a husband and wife going through something like this, and that they both cheated. You know, it's not like one side dealing with it. It is not like it's still different. I don't care what nobody say that he did what he did first, and she did what she did in reaction to it, because she thought it was going to make her feel better. When it just opened a door to something, you know, else. But it was just real. And then their support system was just everything, because nobody was like team this. Well, no, that's not true. They were team be together.
Right. Yeah, be together.
You know?
Because they had been through it. Those couples in their lives have been through this infidelity.
Right. And then to learn that Rashad's mama stepped out on his daddy. When because she had
when he was deployed. Yep, she was lonely.
Like, hey man, she
Yep. It can work that way, son. Like you can learn to love again. You already loved her, but like to get back to, you know, a good place. And you said it's gonna take time. It took them time, but you know, being together for 35 years, I would think something had to, you know.
Yeah, it ain't all peaches and cream, honey. It ain't all peaches and cream.
It's not always cheating.
Anyway, okay, so my favorite character is Joy, of course.
She been through a lot. She was like, it's just I can understand and like I said, I didn't have to get cheated on to be going through the I like you or I hate you or I just what you did to me. I can't take that, you know, like I get it, because man, when you're hurt, when your heart is broken by your spouse, it's a very hard thing to come back from. And
Amen.
I'm gonna really say I'm not back from it. I just know that it is important to try when you do love someone.
Right.
Forgiveness is extremely hard.
Yeah.
But you still have to do that because of the love. If I didn't have no love, it wouldn't I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But because I do, and I understand the importance of not giving up so easy. Because I ain't gonna say because I've tried to. I've giving up is it seems like it's easy, or once you are pushed to a point where you know what,
that is the easy part. If I'm you did give away, up,
you know, and I
that is 100% because it's so hard to be in a relationship with somebody
when they yeah, and it's like you have to see them. So, like I remember, y'all know I had to separate myself this year because it just got to a point where I couldn't take it no more. But it's like the separation, it like what Joy did, shoot, it does help to kind of like heal from what's been broken. But then when you come back, like it's still broken, it still happened, it was still there, but you have to build on, you know, trying to fix that or trying to get better and make the right changes and stuff. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in the same boat. And if I end up in that boat again, I already got a hole in it. So we're just going down. Okay. So that's really, I really related to her because it's really hard. Like I still kind of struggle because you like, oh, like this happened or that happened. And it's almost like PTSD though.
When like you see something or hear something.
Yes, I have been for the past few years. I told my mom didn't believe me. I was like, I promise you I was suffering through that because it was like triggers. You know, a sound, a thud, or this and that. I'm like, my heart starts racing. I'm like, okay, what's happening? What's it like? And I get on edge, and it's like for years. And sometimes something was actually happening that, you know, that was horrible, but other times it was nothing, you know, and it was like walking on eggshells and living like that for so long. I mean, it's hard. But yeah, marriage is hard. That's it.
Very hard.
It's hard.
Two people.
Yeah.
Two different backgrounds. It's definitely hard.
Two ways of thinking. And it's the craziest part is you can't change the way somebody think. And that is like something in my
even 30s. If it's dumb. Like
right. No, for real. But I've been married for 12 years and I've had to really try to accept this year that I can't change it. And either you accept that part, you accept it, that they think this way, they feel this way, this is really ingrained in them and this is how it's going to be. You have to accept it or you walk away from it. Because I still don't know. No, because it's just really hard when somebody thinks something like just so, it seems like it's so absurd and it seems like it's just common sense. Like, why would you feel like,
right.
But what can you do? Like, there's two different people, it's two different ways of thinking, and you just have to be able to either accept it and move forward, or, you know, you can't change them. You can try, but it don't never work. So
never.
Because they can't change.
Right. Unless you want to be changed, that's the only way.
Unless you want it, exactly. Because I've definitely adjusted a lot, you know, but yeah, anyway. But yeah, Joy, I get her. I get all of the emotions that she went through. And she ain't do nothing bad. She reacted. So, but she but you do have control over her. And I teach my kids all the time, like, what you do in reactions to something, you still have control over. You can't say somebody maybe do this, maybe no.
Right.
No, that's a decision you make. And she made a decision that her husband deserved. So that's that's it.
100%.
We all team Joy.
Well, you never know with Aunt Bridget. We always different. But I feel like we were kind of on the same page here a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a team.
She's not
this
team
time.
Joy. Cause she Aunt Bridget said a few times that Joy was wrong for what she did. And I agree.
She was wrong for what she did.
It was wrong, but it's just it was an acceptable wrong in my
in this story.
Because of how things happen. But no, I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that. Walk away, you know, just because I don't know how I feel if you go out and do that and I ain't get to get nothing. No.
Whatever. That's not even you. That's not even who you are.
But it's not right though.
It's not right.
I'm gonna find a way to be a good person because you're not gonna get something else, and I gotta just stick with you for the rest of my. No, I'm not.
Shut up.
Our story gonna be just like this one. No.
I don't know. Everybody was just wrong in this one. Everybody was wrong. I really did love the story. I really did. It was real. Mm-hmm. It was home. It was very detailed. Mm-hmm. And it kept me guessing, which I loved. I really hate to try to, always try to figure the end out.
That's what we do. That's
always try to do that, but couldn't do this one this time. I don't know. I just didn't have a favorite. I did like the ending, even though Rashad was on my last nerve. He was on my last nerve.
You had the least favorite.
Right. But Philip, he was gonna be my one. He was.
He was too.
He was, but no. And it wasn't because he's white.
No, it wasn't. He would just start showing himself.
Is it because he cheated and didn't say nothing?
No, I don't know what it was. After I can't really tell you now. After all what had happened after that, it was just so much. It's just he was my one, but then I don't have anybody now. I just like the story. I really love the story.
Well, I'm Team Joy. I loved her from the beginning to the end. I was rooting for her the entire time. When I found out at the beginning that her husband was cheating and like what he did, I was like, I hate him. And I just felt all her emotions. And I was just like, when she decided to do what she did, I personally know it's wrong. But I was just like, she right.
Right.
Like I just loved her so much. And then just reading this story, I was like, dang, like I really am sorry, I knew that I really like white people that much, but I didn't know that that I was is it a feminist or what? You just like women power? Just I didn't know that about myself because I was like, dang, like she literally did the same thing he did, and I hate him so much. But she good in my book. And it's like I feel like she didn't do nothing wrong. And I'm just like, dang, man, that's so messed up for me. Like. But that's just really how I felt in this book. Like I just like she ain't do nothing wrong.
I think we probably felt like that because of what he did. Because what if he didn't do any of that and she did that? We would see her differently.
But his reaction is what took us over the top. Man, it was his reaction.
Right. You're right. So you know what? Maybe it is him. It's not me. It's not. I'm not wrong for feeling how I feel. It's him. Rashad did all this to me. He just made me not like him so much so that I just wanted him to get
right.
I wanted her to do that to him because I wanted him to feel it. Yeah, so that's what it is.
She wants to hurt him because I wanted it to be okay.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all right. It's not me. It's him. It's Rashad. I hate him so much. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, 5 stars. The story was so good.
It
really was good.
I read it in super fast because I could not put it down. Like I literally started Friday, and it was Friday night actually, and I just like couldn't put it down. I was like, this is
we were
good.
at like 50% and you ain't even started yet. And I was like, I bet she gonna pass us both up.
And she did.
It was so good. I couldn't put it down. I was like, I didn't get no sleep because
you didn't.
I didn't get no sleep because it was so good. And like I couldn't put it down. But yeah, 5 stars. No, I did it while they were asleep.
You had to.
Yeah, that's true. That's for real.
And then when they got up, I was tired, but I had to be mommy duties because I couldn't put this doggone book down because it was so good.
Girl.
And I don't know how y'all put it down.
I had to.
I had to. That's the only reason why.
I ain't want to.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop at the next chapter, and then you get to the next chapter, and you read again. I was like, dang, but it's getting.
That's me.
Okay, let me read. Like I have to stop.
It was so good. I missed out on sleep, but I'm so glad that I didn't try to read this in the middle of the week like I said I was, because y'all had said y'all was starting this up, and I would have got no sleep, and then I would have been so mad at work. So I'm so glad I didn't start because it was so good. I could not put it down. 5 stars. I was into it all. I also Rashad ain't crap. He a piece of boo boo. But his parents is so dope. I love them. They were my second favorite peoples.
Yeah.
Especially his mom, his dad too. I just love them both equally. Like they was amazing.
I think like Sonya and Tanya, being the women friends in her life, they still were. I mean, even though Tanya did what she did, she felt bad about it like a lot of times. But I like that she still had her friends who were trying to help her get through it. And she also had his parents, because her daddy wasn't there. But she had his parents and that was like an older couple, like somebody who knows. But Sonya did too. Sonya said they almost she called the wedding off because he had cheated.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really, I mean, I think that was the best thing ever, to have so many people around you. Bless you. Rooting for you, even when you ain't rooting for it.
Yeah, they really was. And that don't typically happen when, you know, the woman did what, you know, what she did. So that's more so of, I was surprised, like, dang, they still love her. I mean, I love her. Joy can't do no wrong, but his parents love her. So I was like, that's amazing. Like,
that's what they said. I don't care who you bring around. That's right there. That's my daughter.
Yeah, that was dope.
But all right, so that was Danesha Little Getting Even, our episode 20.
Woo.
Oh my gosh, it's like the books are getting better. Like, it's like, we're reading, you know, because I know we read some short stuff and sometimes it's like, oh, okay, it was good, but it's like this was just so much deeper. I think it just
more in depth,
into like the realness of something like this happening. So, but yeah, so 5 stars from all of us. It ain't no question about that.
No question.
And that's it. That's all we got.
Love y'all. Peace.